Get the hell out of here.
Bienvenue dans Inside, l'émission qui tâche. Titre assez hardcore né d'un mode d'Unreal Tournament 2004, Killing Floor a très vite évolué jusqu'à connaître une sortie sur Steam. Clairement orienté multi, le solo restant anecdotique puisque proposant la même expérience, mais sans aucune compagnie, le jeu vous proposait d'anéantir des vagues de monstres en plein cœur de l'Angleterre avec votre équipe. Après un succès critique, il était évident qu'un second opus vienne éclabousser de sang nos mirettes. Et c'est en plein cœur de Paris Games Week que l'hémoglobine a coulé à flot, puisque Killing Floor 2 était d'ores et déjà jouable. L'occasion de se confronter au bestiaire, mais surtout une nouvelle fois, aussi malfaisant patriarche. John Gibson, président de Tripwire Interactive, était présent afin de répondre à toutes nos questions sur Killing Floor 2. Un titre aussi gore que bourrin, mais tellement jouissif. La première question qui nous brûle les lèvres concerne l'histoire de cet opus. Sommes-nous face à une suite directe du premier Killing Floor?
So yes, Killing Floor 2 is a direct sequel from Killing Floor 1. Because it's a multiplayer co-op survival horror game where you're fighting waves of monsters, there's not a whole lot of story. But Killing Floor 1 did have some objective-based missions. And at the end of Killing Floor 1, the main boss, the guy who has created all these genetic monsters that you're fighting, he escapes in the Channel Tunnel on a train over to France. He comes from the UK and comes over to France, and that's where Killing Floor 2 picks up. So the monsters have started to go across France and mainland Europe. You are a group of players sent in to kind of clean up the monsters, to destroy them, to help take back Europe.
Ok, on va repeindre l'Europe en rouge, ça veut dire. D'ailleurs, avez-vous été quelque peu embêté à cause de l'aspect très gore et violent du titre?
The short answer is no. The longer answer is really it's kind of a artistic or stylistic choice for the game. It's not meant to be even super realistic blood and gore. It's meant to be over the top, almost like a comic book or you know, some classic horror movies, kind of like Evil Dead, which is scary but funny scary. So, but it's also, it's meant to be very visceral when especially when the game goes into slow motion and we make the world black and white, but the blood is red. It's very visceral and sticks out. And so, it really was a big focus of the game. We wanted that visceral, and we wanted it to feel like when you had fought in an area, we have a persistent blood system that literally the blood never goes away. So you come back 10 minutes later, the blood is still there. So that you feel like something has happened here, something scary has happened.
Les phases en slow motion, baptisées Z-Time, sont super cool à jouer. Mais comment on active ce mode?
The game automatically triggers Z-Time for you. And the game is behind the scenes looking for you to do something that it will think will look really cool in slow motion. So if you shot an enemy with a shotgun up close, or if you got a really cool headshot, the game is looking for that. But the longer it's been since you've had slow motion, the higher chance that it will be that it will happen. So eventually it's going to happen about every 90 seconds probably. And then it's kind of adds this fun dynamic, but sometimes it happens at that crucial moment when the giant monster just got in your face, and now you have just a few more moments to shoot at him before he hits you.
Depuis Left 4 Dead, on a le ressentiment que les studios ont peur d'oser faire des jeux gore mais décomplexés. Dernièrement, le studio Bethesda a tenté sa chance avec le très bon Doom, mais il faut avouer que le genre reste trop peu présent dans l'actualité. Vous avez une explication?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. I mean, I'm not quite sure why they're afraid. I think that games are they've kind of gone in a direction where people think everything needs to be very complex. I'm a fan of of old school action shooters. And I think for a long time people, you know, that did get old back in the day, but with modern technology, modern graphics engines, modern gameplay, we can do a lot more with that fast-paced, gory, brutal action game. And that's really what Killing Floor 2 is. It's taking that old school shooter style, but doing it with a modern twist that makes it exciting. And I think people are afraid to experiment. We're not so afraid to experiment.
Et l'on peut que vous remercier pour ça. Il est maintenant temps de passer au Death Inside spécial horror movie. On espère que vous êtes plutôt fan du genre.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Evil Dead is one of my favorites. I also like sci-fi, like Aliens.
Nous allons vous montrer des images gore provenant de films d'horreur et c'est à vous de deviner les titres. C'est parti.
Now I have to admit I haven't watched a lot of the newer horror movies, so you might stump me here. I have no idea.
Il s'agissait de Saw 3D.
I'm sorry, I also... Is it Evil Dead?
Alors oui, il s'agissait bien d'Evil Dead, mais c'était le remake.
Okay, I haven't seen the remake. I'm sorry. I know. I feel I'm doing terrible here. I'm letting all the horror fans at my office, when they see me doing this, they're gonna be like, oh, it's this. I'm sorry, I don't know this one either.
Alors là, c'était Piranha 3D, un bon délire sanglant.
Nope, I don't know it. I'm sorry.
Alors oui, on l'avoue, celui-là il était compliqué. C'est la maison des sévices de Takeshi Miike, un réalisateur complètement fou.
I wish David Hensley, the game director for Killing Floor 2, was here, because he watches everything. Is that Evil Dead? No, it's not From Dusk Till Dawn. Is he holding a chainsaw or a lawnmower? I know this movie. I can't remember. I'm trying. I know I've seen this.
Ah, celui-là était pour vous. Il s'agissait de Branded.
I'm failing terribly. I'm ashamed. No, I definitely don't know that one.
Bon, ok, là, on a un peu trollé. C'était les Happy Tree Friends. Des animaux tout mignons. Enfin, la plupart du temps. C'est un petit peu compliqué, on vous l'accorde. Mais vous savez quoi? Vous n'avez qu'à le montrer à vos collègues et on va voir s'ils font du goût. Amateurs de tripes, de membres arrachés, d'hémoglobine, mais surtout de fun, Killing Floor 2 est fait pour vous. Alors appelez d'ores et déjà vos amis pour défourailler du mutant. Nous on vous attend pour sauver la France de cette invasion. Alors à très vite dans Inside.
What have we here? No subjects to think of it. I hope you like pain. No.
Thank you.